morning, friends. I'm Dr. Yogesh Sarode of Jivan Vikas Mahavidyalaya Devgram. I heartily welcome you all in this session. Today we will learn about some important aspects of the story The Open Window, written by H. H. Munro. In the earlier part, we had seen the plot, central idea, characters, theme of the story. Now we'll see a few more important aspects in the story. Friends, uh, one of the most popular of Saki's short stories, Open Window, is a tale about telling tales. It was initially anthologized in Beast and Supper Beast in 1914. The character of prankster and the plot of the witty practical joke recur in Saki's work. Open Window showcases the theme of telling tales with the author's characteristic wit, irony, and tongue in cheek humor. The three main characters, the visitor, Frampton Nuttall, Vera, the teenager, and Mrs. Sappleton, the aunt, are delineated with precision and clarity within a short space of the story. Saki is known for his sense of the macabre and dimensions of horror in the hall is also seen here. There is a satiric touch both in portrayal of the nervous guest and the rich hostess. Ultimately, one could argue that the story is about the power of stories, which can be observed by the fact that the nervous gentleman is spellbound and in a trance, fully believing Vera's remarkable story. So we'll see in short what actually happens in the story, The Open Window. See, Mr. Frampton Nuttall had a nervous breakdown. He was going through a cure for his nerves, and he was told that visiting total strangers in the countryside might bring him relief. As he was preparing to go into the uh, country, his sister gave him letters of introduction to some of the proper people um, there whom she knew. Mrs. Sappleton was one of the persons to whom he was bringing one of the letters of introduction. When he reached her house, means Frampton Nuttall, when Frampton Nuttall reached Mrs. Sappleton's house, Mrs. Sappleton's niece, Vera, Vera, received him. Vera assured him that her aunt would come very soon. Until then, he had to bear her company. Frampton told her that his sister had been staying there 4 years before and she had given him letters of introduction to some of the people there. After asserting that Frampton knew nothing about Mrs. Sappleton, she invented a story to befool him. She said that her aunt's great sorrow came 3 years before. That was after his sister's time, pointing to a long window that opened like a door on the grass outside. She said that Mrs. Sappleton's husband and her two young brothers went off for their day's shooting. They never came back. In crossing the country, to the shooting ground, they were all three swallowed in a bog. Their bodies were never found. Her aunt always thought that they would come back some other day. They had the little brown dog that was lost with them and that would walk in just as they used to do. That was why the window was kept open every evening till it was quite dark. Her poor aunt had often told her how they went out. Her husband, with his white coat over his arm, and Ronnie, her engaged brother, singing a song, as he always did to annoy her. Sometimes Vera got a strange feeling that they would all walk in through the window. Suddenly, the aunt came into the room and apologized for being late. She told Frampton that her husband and brothers would be home soon from shooting and that they would come through the open window. She talked on cheerfully about shooting and scarcity of birds. Her eyes were frequently looking past to the open window. Then suddenly she said that they were coming and added that they looked muddy up to the eyes. Hampton leaned towards the knees. Hampton turned towards the knees, was looking out to the window with fear in her eyes. Now, Frampton looked in that direction and saw in increasing darkness three figures walking towards the window. They all carried guns under their arm, and one of them had a white coat hung over his shoulder. A tired brown dog kept close to their feet. They drew near to the house, and then a young voice started to sing in the darkness. Fenton widely seized his bat and stick. He ran out through the front door. Mrs. Appleton wanted to know who was the man who had run out. Mrs. Appleton said that it was Mr. Nuttall who ran off without a word of goodbye or apology. He behaved as if he had seen a ghost. Suddenly, Vera made up another story. She said that he ran away because he was frightened of the dog. She added that he had a terrible fear of dogs. He was once hunted into a graveyard somewhere in India by a lot of wild dogs and had to spend the night in the newly dug grave with the dogs just above him. She was very clever at making up story quickly. So this is what actually the story is. Now uh, we'll focus on some important uh, questions or you can say issues in the story. Friends, see here Saki means Munro choose a teenager rather than an old person as the prankster or storytellers. So, what is your opinion? See, in the story Open Window, just as Vera tricks Hampton, so Saki, the narrator, tricks readers by leading them to believe that Vera is a credible storyteller and that her story is to be believed. Saki does this by making Vera a teenager. In Saki's time, young boys or girls were seldom portrayed as cunning or tricky. in Edwardian period in 1901 to 1910. They were frequently presented as trustworthy characters and the elders as rascals. So, the success of the story lies in the fact that Saki has been able to create Vera as a truthful character. So, that's why you can say Saki here uses teenager for storytelling. Now, second point that comes to my mind is that Hampton Nuttall came to the Sapleton's house. Why? We find Mr. Hampton Nuttall was suffering from a nervous breakdown. He was told that if he went to the countryside and talked to strangers, he would cure his disorder of nerve system. He would feel better. His sister did not want Hampton to be lonely in the country, so she gave him letters of introduction to all the people she had known there. One such letter was addressed to Mrs. Sapleton. She had known Mrs. Sapleton when she was living in the country 4 years before. And this is the way uh, uh, Mr. Nuttall's sister tried to come out Mr. Nuttall from his disorder. This is some sort of pathy. Okay. Then we find uh, the niece Vera. Niece Vera might have played the prank to uh, Miss Vera might have played the prank on Hampton. So, what are the reasons that we find? Vera learned that Hampton was a total stranger to the countryside. She also understood that he knew nobody in the Sapleton's household. Therefore, she decided that she could easily play a prank with Hampton and invented a story to befool him. Suddenly, Vera was under the watch of the aunt, a dominating figure from whom she wanted to escape. And therefore, the imaginative storytelling and trickery were means to her escapism. The window itself is a symbol of this desire to escape. Now, as far as Mrs. Sapleton is concerned, we'll comment on the character of Mrs. Sapleton. As Mrs. Sapleton is only concerned with that occurs within her immediate family, her husband and brothers, and nobody else. That is why she takes her own time to come and meet the stranger, Hampton. Though she makes many apologies for being late, she meets him merely because of a sense of obligation and civility. She is not bothered even to listen to what he says. She was giving him only a fragment of her attention. On the other hand, she rattles on cheerfully about her family that is out hunting. When Frampton feels she does not call him back because she has no real concern for him. She remarked rudely, most extraordinary man, Mr. Nuttall. In short, the character of Mrs. Sapleton turns out to be narrow minded, rude, selfish, and dominating. Now, as far as climax of the story is concerned, uh, it is when Mrs. Sapleton said, "Here they are at last." Vera started out of open window with a dazed horror in her eyes. Hampton Nuttall suddenly swung round in his seat and saw three figures walking across the lawn towards the window. Grabbing his stick and hat, Phantom ran away. This episode is the climax, as it is the most important incident in the story. The whole purpose of Vera's story was to play a prank on Frampton, and she succeeded in it. So, the two stories that Vera came in this story that we also comment. First story told by Vera was about a tragedy that happened to Mrs. Sappleton, her aunt. Pointing to the open window, Vera told Phantom that her aunt's husband and two young brothers went out through that window for shooting birds 3 years before. They never come back. They were all three swallowed up in a bog along with the dog that had gone with them. The aunt was of the belief that the story would return uh, someday. They would return someday through the open window. Therefore, the window was kept open. When Mrs. Sappleton also referred to the same incident, Hampton was Hampton was doubly sure that it was true. Suddenly, the three men and the dog returned through the window, and Hampton ran away. When asked why the gentleman had ran away, Vera told her second story. She said that it was because of the dog. Hampton had a horror for dogs. He was once hunted into a cemetery by a pack of wild dogs and had to spend the night in a newly dug grave. It was enough to make anyone lose his nerve. So, friends, these are two stories uh, are referred here. Now, as far as significance of the title, the story Open Window is concerned, we'll comment that the story invented by Vera, Mrs. Sappleton's niece, revolves around the open window. Vera believed that Hampton might be wondering why the window was kept open on an October afternoon. So she gave a suitable explanation for it. This she did in the form of a story. She made Frampton believe that it had been kept open every evening till very dark for the last 3 years because her aunt expected her husband and three brothers to return to the open window. In fact, they had only left home just that morning for shooting. They were due to return through the open window that evening. When they actually entered, Frampton rushed out as if he had seen ghosts. For Vera had told him that they had been swallowed up in a bog 3 years ago. Thus, the title of the story, Open Window, is indeed an apt one. So, friends, these are important questions, you can say aspects in the story we had discussed. So, I hope you might have understood the story in a better way, discussing some important issues. So, thank you. We'll meet again soon. Good day.